Hello, my name is Bob McBride, Superintendent of Lockport Township High School District 205, and this is your board meeting brief from our regular board meeting on Monday, October 18th. Really, the focus of our Board of Education this month was on students, and actually they started their board meeting at 6:15 p.m. that evening right here in our renovated library space. This area we're calling the Port, but far behind me is our Technology Assistance Center, where our Board of Education members met with students from our student tech crew. In our Technology Assistance Center, all day long, we have a crew of 9 students that are servicing their peers with every need that they might have, from a cracked Chromebook screen to a Chromebook that just won't start up. Our board members had a chance to interact with them, learn about what they're doing to service students, and learn what they're learning in a practical, applied internship in technology. When we moved to the Board of Education boardroom in the Porter Room, we really focused again on students. In particular, we honored our National Merit semifinalists and our National Merit commended students. These are students who took in their junior year the PSAT and MSQT test and found themselves with scores that placed them in the top 1% of almost 3 million students their age who took that test last year. Now, our school district isn't just about taking national tests, but it's significant to acknowledge that these students, through all of their work, their parent and their school support, have arrived at a place where they could perform at such a high level. We also honored National Hispanic Heritage Month, and in particular, Sophia Marcial, who's a student on our Student Equity Action Committee and has really spearheaded honoring that month and the accomplishments of our Hispanic community, our Latinx students from September 15th to October 15th. And we honored some of the people who work most directly with your students, our principals. October is National Principal Month, and we honored our 2 principals, Dr. John Greenan and Dr. Carrie Green, and our 3 assistant principals, Dr. Jen Webb-Ray, Mr. Matthew Bartley, and Mrs. Trish Sermon. The meeting then turned to a complete review of last year's academic performance by our students. Many of you might wonder, how did our students perform in such an unusual pandemic year? We had great successes, we had some areas where we could grow, and we also developed a future vision for the year 2025. In terms of successes, the class of 2021 achieved a 99% graduation rate. And freshmen last year, 97% of those students stayed on track to graduate. In terms of national performance, we had no change in our SAT performance when our juniors took that test in the spring. Also, in terms of advanced placement, the College Board and college credit granting courses, we still had 70% plus students who earned a 3, 4, or 5, which will likely get them college credit when they go to a 2-year or a 4-year institution. We also took with the board a deep look at grades. What type of grades did our students earn last year when their teachers assessed their performance? Our freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior students earned 60 to 70% A's and B's in all of the classes that they took, a very robust performance. But there's still work to do. Some of the things that we shared with the board that we noticed: our SAT performance. While our performance did not change from the past 4 years, we are focused on improvement, and particularly improvement for groups of students who we believe something like performance on the SAT can open doors to their college or career future. We can do better, and we're focused on doing better on the SAT. Advanced placement work. We know that right now, members of the class of 2020, 66% of them are at a 4-year college, about 30% are at a 2-year college, like Joliet Junior College, but yet 15% of our students are enrolled in college credit granting classes like advanced placement and dual credit. Our focus is giving those students that focus now by taking college granting classes right now. while they're at LTHS. We can improve that and we can expand that. We also have our eye on science. In the year 2024, the state of Illinois has a new requirement that will almost require students to take 3 years of science. 2 years of that has to be a lab science. We know that science is a key lever towards total academic achievement, and we want to make sure that we are ready for all of our students to enter into 3 years of science when 2024 comes. Finally, we shared with our board a plan and a vision for the year 2025. Imagine if every single student who graduated from LTHS did so with real college experience, real career experience behind them before they made the decision to invest in a 4-year college, invest in a 2-year college, invest in military service or work. Imagine if they graduated with that kind of practical experience to give them the sustain and the ability to choose wisely after they leave LTHS. Why is it important? Well, we know 80% of our porters return to this community. They'll be your neighbors. And our vision for the year 2025 is that we're the type of township high school that will create the type of neighbors who are people, professionals, and citizens that you want living next to you. Thanks so much for listening to this board meeting brief from October 18th, 2021.